I often have to ask myself this question. It's like 30 years later, and you ask yourself, why do you do so much for something that gives you so little in return? I was asked that question one time by a mentor of mine. It's these two older ladies, Marianne and Nancy. One was in her 80s, and I think the other one's in her early 90s when they were mentoring me. And it was a question that was almost like a concerned mother or grandmother. You know, that question was asked to me, I want to say about 15 years ago. And when they asked me, because they looked at my books, they looked at how much I invested in time and money into an independent artist career. I mean, at the time I had a full-time job, but I would always still invest in being an independent artist. And so when they saw the books, they were concerned. They was like, how could you, like, when do you stop? You know, why keep investing in something so much and get so little out? They didn't see why it made sense. And they would ask me would I stop, and I was like, nah, not until I figure it out. Man, those first 20 years were like a nightmare because I spent all my time trying to get at a full-time job and trying to make this thing work. And it wasn't until almost 20 years later that, it started to work. I was a full-time artist. I still am. It didn't click for me until I was like 39. So I should have stopped. According to them, I should have stopped. But I didn't. I kept going. Fast forward, it's been working for like 8 years. Yeah, granted, I had the moonlight as a voice actor and then, as an engineer, learning to produce. And I don't think those things are bad, right? Because I kept pursuing something that I was after, and then I've gained other skills that made me money, that allowed me to keep putting out music or putting out what the creativity that was in my head at will. As I make music and learn new skills and get better, no matter how tough it gets, I still try to figure out how to turn it into something so I can keep going. But it's crazy because, as you reach certain levels, there's always new opposition, new obstacles, new things that'll make you say, why am I keep doing it? And then you go back to, oh yeah, this is the reason why I keep doing it. So I'm sure that if I can privileged enough to even be 89 years old, it's like, why do I keep doing it? And it's like, yo, remember when you was a kid? This is why you keep doing it. I always gravitated towards music. And I think the worst thing for me, I don't know how any other person feels, but like having all these things in my head and having to get them out. Because for me, it's like once I have it in my head, I got to get it out. And once I get it out, I got to publish it, right? And then when I publish it, it's like I'm as much in tune to the music as I am to the business. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with music, it's subjective, so it's not like food. If where people need the food or gas or they need electricity and stuff like that. Maybe I should went into one of those things, finance or something. I need to go into something else. Like, why am I still doing music? It's like I can't shake it. I want to. I want to, but I can't. So it puts me in a position where it's like I'm forced to figure out how to make it work at the highest level possible. But dude, the more opportunity I get, the higher I go, the harder it gets. And I guess it's to see if you really want it or not, right? I don't know what to do at this point. But I just keep asking myself, why do you keep going? And the answer is the same. Because I love it. Because I love it.